The red light district. So Scorpios, you guys might be hanging out in the red light district. Maybe you guys are paying for sex because I saw a red light and a sidewalk. So I'm getting a sense, because there's only really two places where you see a red light. It is in the red light district, where you're, a place where you go to pay for escorts and people who you can buy sex, right? That's the red light district. And then the other case is an emergency where maybe there's a fire, the power's out, there's an evacuation. There's really only those two circumstances where there's this kind of red light. And then we have the devil. And the devil can stand for both those things. The devil can stand for a problem that entraps you or a desire that entraps you. So it can stand for both of those things. They can stand for the red light district. So maybe this is actually two different things for two different groups of you. But then the other thing that I also saw was a sink. So there's a sense of cleaning yourself after the fact. There is, and I also saw, because I kept seeing things because I felt the energy for a little while before I started the video. And I saw like an ugly face, almost like a dragon, but full of blemishes, like not nice to look at. So there's a sense of maybe you guys have been sleeping around with people who are ugly and you feel gross after and you have to clean yourself. Maybe you guys have been flat out paying for sex and you don't feel clean after, which is no judgment on my part. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to read the cards. And you don't feel clean and you feel like you have to clean yourself afterwards, because there's also the 8 of Cups. It's like you rush out of there. Maybe you don't even stay the night with whoever you stayed with. And there's a sense of running away because you got to get home and clean yourself off because that person was a troll. On the bottom, we do have the Knight of Wands. There's a sense of impulsivity. There's a sense of doing this all the time. Maybe this is a habit where you settle for somebody a late night booty call. And you're just like, whatever, they're a butterface, but I'm gonna roll with it. You feel gross after the fact. Or if this is the other, if you guys are running into emergency situations in your life, and you have to evacuate the building, because the 8 of Cups is also evacuation. It goes with that evacuation energy. This could even be like a walk of shame. You know what I'm saying? Like the walk of shame that you do after you're in some sketchy place. And that sketchy place maybe has red lights because it's so derelict, because you're doing something that's in like a shady part of town. Let's pull more oracle cards. This is getting really interesting. Keep in mind, this can be somebody else who you're dealing with, or just another Scorpio who is not you yourself, Scorpio. So keep that in mind too, because this is energy, so it can kind of go either way. Let's see what else we get. Okay, yeah, that's what's going on. Somebody just needs to get their rocks off. Somebody just has needs they need to satisfy, okay? That's Virgo with the number 1. It's like, I have needs. That's what this is saying. Physical needs, because Virgo also focuses on body parts. Like, I need to get some oral, whatever your needs are. This person has needs. That's part of the reason why they kind of like take what they can get and why sometimes they'll settle. So Pisces is kind of settling. It's kind of like beer goggles, and maybe it's late night and you've drank a few and you settle for somebody who you otherwise maybe would not at that time, because you're just trying to fulfill those needs. You settle for somebody and you feel kind of gross after the fact. But it's also because of the key here tells me that you did have a choice in it. You did have a choice. It's just that you decided that you were just gonna say fuck it. You're like, I'm gonna just do this because you're the last person at the bar, right? You're the last person at the bar, so I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and go with you. Let's pull some advice for you guys. Let's see what this is going. Any advice here for Scorpio? Any advice for Scorpio, please? Advice for Scorpio. Okay, so we got the Ace of Cups and the Hangman. I mean, you like what you like, all right? But you have hang-ups about it. Maybe you like sleeping around, and there's nothing wrong with that. 3 of Wands, that's sleeping around with anyone. This is strangers, one-night stands, randos. That's the 3 of Wands. And you guys don't have a problem with that because it's what you like, but you have hang-ups about it. That's why the Hangman is showing up here. You enjoy it, but then you have hang-ups about it. Maybe you look at it, you feel some sort of shame about it. You feel lesser than, you just feel like shit afterwards. But I don't think there's a problem here. The only problem is your hang-up. There's no issue with what you're doing, actually. Okay, so we got out of the Oracle cards. Any other advice? Any other advice here for my Scorpios, please? Any other advice? Any other advice for Scorpio? Wow, super interesting. We've got the Hammer coming out with the ear. This is saying change the way you hear, change how much stock you put in other people's opinions, or change the way you listen to other people. Change the way you listen to other people, because don't let them influence what you want to do. Like, if you're an empowered woman, I'm saying empowered woman, you could be a man that's empowered, but the queen is empowered. If you're self-empowered, if you're comfortable in your own body to be sexually free, then really the only problem is you actually listening to what other people have to say about it. It's like, change how much stock you put in what other people think about you sleeping around. There is no issue with being an empowered person who's sexually expressive, who's sexually free. The problem really is just other people's opinions. And it's like, if they ain't paying your bills, pay them bitches no mind. If they ain't paying your bills, pay them bitches no mind. That's the advice from the queen with the hammer here. So that's it, Scorpios. I hope that helped you guys out. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out Patreon if you want to support my channel. If you want to see some cool stuff that I got over there, I've got some love readings and stuff, which do get kind of juicy. So check that out. With that, I'll see you guys next time.